And so Tyler, how long have you been performing?
I've been performing live since the summer of 2021. I started kind of late. I've been playing since I was 17, but only really started performing for people when I was 21.
Okay. So what led you to start performing for people in 2021?
Not sure what it was exactly that got me to start performing. So I've always been sort of writing songs, and I've always been in music in one way or another. But I suppose with all of the with all the musicians that I've come to know and love, one of the main things I took from them is how powerful their live performances could be.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I just deep down inside of me, I wanted a piece of that in some way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who are some of your influences?
My influences are kind of all over the place, really. The band that got me into music was Green Day. I was 4 years old when I started listening to them, and just the energy that you get from that kind of pop punk music has really sort of drew me into that. And as I got older, I started paying attention more to the lyrics and how the lyrics also evoke feelings in music, and that turned me on to guys like Bob Dylan, Leonard Cohen, all the great songwriters, John Prine, and more recently, in the last couple of years or so, I've just fallen in love with a writer named Tom Waits, and just he really expanded my view of what music can really be. So he's probably my top one so far.
Okay, great. Do you think that being a Northerner helps to shape you as an artist?
I think being a Northerner definitely shapes who you are as an artist. It's just another one of the factors that everybody's influenced by in one way or another. And as for me, growing up and still living on a reserve that's kind of in the middle of nowhere, the seclusion definitely, it'll give you a lot of time to write. Mm-hmm. And also at the same time being surrounded by the beautiful natural scenery that you get around here, it's really good to help to turn your mind off from everything else in the world and just kind of be present and go wherever the art takes you.
And I imagine that it's also part of the inspiration, that beauty.
Oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the goal of art really is to try to capture some of that natural beauty in the world and kind of convey it with art. And it definitely, when you're surrounded by it, a lot more than say in a huge city, it's a lot easier to kind of get into that mindset.
Yeah, I agree. So I know you've only been performing live for a couple of years, but what would you say when you are performing, when you're done with a set, or even during the performance, what is it that makes you to know as an artist that you're really nailing it, or you're really reaching the audience?
There's a couple ways to look at that. And in terms of being a performer, I guess you don't really know whether you're nailing it or not until after the fact. But I feel like once you start to notice that you're getting lost in the songs that you're singing, and rather than like reciting the lyrics or something, you are personifying the song and being the song. I think once you allow yourself to get carried away with it, then that's where you know you're on the right path. And I think that's also noticeable when you're in the audience too, and you see the performer. Just, it's like you're witnessing something that's supposed to be private. Mm-hmm. Like he's on stage, he's doing his own thing, and you just have the pleasure to witness it. I think that's when you know if you're seeing something good.
Yeah, that's a beautiful way to describe that. So you shared that this is your first year being part of the Northern Arts Festival. What are you looking forward to most about being part of this incredible event?
It's a really cool thing. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing all the different artists that are there. I've, at least in the last couple of years now that I've been closer to Sudbury, I've been able to just see all the different varieties of music that are going on in the town, and to have them gathered in their own little areas and having a few of them play at the same time, it's going to be really cool to see. I'm really excited for it, actually.
Yeah, I agree with you. Well, Tyler, thank you so much for taking time to talk with me today. And on behalf of Sudbury Performance Group, thank you for being part of the Northern Arts Festival this year. We're really excited to have you.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
All right. Well, you enjoy the rest of your day.
All right. Thank you. You too.
Bye.